we believe that geospatial, it holds an immense potential. The telcos, utilities, governments and private sector are actually key for us. So those industries, they impact all our lives every day. For us, AI is not new. So we are working for more than 15 years with machine learning, pattern recognition, feature extraction. The recent acceleration in AI and the AI agents is an opportunity for all of us. Merkator Group, we really want to take up our responsibility and really use geodata for projects with a positive impact on people and planet.
WGIC Horizons, a podcast for latest technology, business, partnerships and policy trends in geospatial industry.
Hello and welcome to Horizons, the World Geospatial Industry podcast. Our guest today is Babs Dumont, ESG Officer at Merkator Group. Babs, thank you so much for this conversation.
You're welcome.
Babs, the tagline, I was going through Merkator Group's website and I find the tagline very interesting. Every location has a story. We bring it to life. I want to understand what inspires and drives this impressive punchline.
It's a very good question, actually, because it reveals something we had all as a child. It's about curiosity. And so why is something here? What is the story behind a location or an object on our planet? And so location is everywhere and it's part of what we do, also part of who we are. And so every day and every moment in our lives. And so today this curiosity as adults still drives us in our business and making the difference for our communities. We have also added that in our mission and vision. It's really about being connecting deeply with our customers and resolving tough geospatial challenges by caring about people and our planet.
Yeah, wonderful. You rightly said location is everywhere. And in fact, 80% of any business data has a location component. I'm sure you agree to that. But how does Merkator Group transform geospatial data into value-added insights for your customers? And what are the kind of vertical industries the group is serving right now?
The telcos, utilities, governments and private sector are actually key for us. So those industries, they impact all our lives every day. And what we want to do is bring warm homes, lights, water and internet connectivity.
Fantastic. On that note, would you like to cite a recent implementation?
And we are rolling out fiber to the homes. We are delivering a solution to map these networks and to help that implementation go smoothly. Yeah.
Yeah. So you briefly mentioned about Merlin, and in fact, my next question all about wanting to understand the flagship products of Merkator Group, for instance, the Merlin aspect. How can customers enhance the power of their telecom networks with Marlin DT?
Yeah, so the solution is really to accelerate the process of bringing fiber to everyone, and that's the idea. And by doing so, we actually also save energy consumption. 70% of the energy consumption, since fiber networks are using light pulses and much less electricity than older network topologies. And it's really by using this product actually today that we can really contribute to reduce also carbon footprint in general. Yeah.
All right. So one of the other products that I was very curious to know about is Eaglebe, Merkator's smart city platform. Can you tell us how governments are using this platform and what are the qualitative and quantitative benefits from this kind of a solution?
Yeah. So the real goal is safer streets. So Eaglebe has become our Belgian reference for permitting temporary intake on public space. So indirectly, we make sure that our streets and sidewalks are safer. And although it's difficult to measure, we are convinced that we really save lives by reducing traffic conflicts for those type of temporary events. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So another product I was wanting to briefly touch upon is Belmap, which offers the 3D digital twin of built environment. And I also read that there is a Belmap for every business in Benelux. So can you tell us more about Belmap?
Yes, sure. Belmap is a data product, and it combines high quality property data and bundles this data into several layers. So buildings, addresses, parcel data. And so it's actually one source for all kind of location information, so that customers do not have to worry about update cycles or different sources and so on. And thanks to these continuous updates, our customers are always working with the most recent geodata. And we do some strong quality controls that guarantee really this top-notch data quality for Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, and we're starting in France and Spain now as well.
That seemed pretty versatile for me. And I also understand such a Merkator Group with the subsidiary companies has a large footprint in terms of the number of solutions, in terms of the products that you put out to the market. Are you working with any technology companies as partners to make this such a wide array of solutions possible?
Sure. So we value our partnerships and we really need to team up with other market leaders, such as ESRI, for example, and Vertigis and Safe Software, amongst others. And we also really share some ESG values with them and with this type of organizations. So yeah, we are a very proud partner actually as well of ESRI. Who proved its value 50 years already. So yeah, if I would highlight a specific partnership, it would be ESRI. Yeah.
Fantastic. Babs, talking about geospatial data, in these days we can't conclude meaningfully any conversation around geospatial data without talking about AI, right? So, what are some of the solutions and services in this space from Mercator?
Yeah. So we call it GeoAI. So
Oh,
GeoAI turns really this raw data into actionable insights. That's and across different domains. For us, AI is not new. So we are working for more than 15 years with machine learning, pattern recognition, feature extraction. So it's really not new. But of course, the recent acceleration in AI and the AI agents is an opportunity for all of us. So it only makes it more interesting, and the requests from the market is only becoming bigger. But we are really used to work with AI and AI agents. Yes.
Any solution or implementation that you would want to talk about with respect to GeoAI?
For example, the detection of the public lighting or we detect solar panels, or we detect rooftop characteristics with image vision, or we are now using smartphone imagery to calculate volumes of data that are extracted from an excavation. So this kind of techniques or use cases we use all the time. Yeah. So AI is kind of everywhere in what we do. Yeah.
Yes, AI is in everything that we do. Babs, I understand Mercator Group's geographical footprint is large. Would you want to talk about that? Tell us what is the geographical footprint, market footprint, and what are the plans to expand the same?
Yeah, I can answer very briefly, because we have customers worldwide actually. So Benelux, Europe, but also South Africa, Middle East, USA, Suriname. So it's really our customers are really worldwide. And our office locations are currently Belgium, the Netherlands, Spain, France, and the UK. But we are in a kind of international growth scenario. So I don't know yet what the future will bring, but I hope there will come more names or more countries in this list. Yeah.
I'm sure you will. One of the in your opening answer, you mentioned about the values of Mercator, and I see that Mercator places a lot of emphasis on ESG, the environmental, social, and governance aspect of the company. So, why is that ESG so important for Mercator? And what are some of the goals or actions Mercator has taken up under this framework?
Thank you for the question, because it's really important to us, because we believe that geospatial, it holds an immense potential, that's for sure. And it really can tackle some of today's greatest challenges. But on the other hand, it can also serve less noble purposes. But at Merkator Group, we really want to take up our responsibility and really use geodata for projects with a positive impact on people and planet. Because we believe that it's needed, and that we also want to care for our children and future generations. And so we also are in the ecosystem where we can make the difference. So that's why we want to make the difference as well. Yeah. Some actions that was your second part of the question, and some actions that we have put in place. So I am ESG Officer for Merkator Group. And one of the first things we did is we founded a green team with people from all over the group. And the mission of that green team is twofold. Firstly, it's really embedding ESG in our business strategy. So the impact of our solutions for our customers far exceeds actually what we can achieve internally. But on the other hand, you also have to walk the talk. So we are also doing carbon footprint reduction efforts. We work on DEI policies and more to come, like employee customer well-being projects, data protection projects, and so on. So that is really where we are focusing on currently. Yeah.
Yes. For me, I think being a geospatial and your core essence becomes the environment, the earth, and it comes very natural that the company has to be very conscious about the environmental footprint that it has on the earth. One of my next set of questions is about your association with WGIC. You're a very valued member of WGIC. Just want to understand what encouraged you to join WGIC, and how do you plan to contribute to this growing community?
Yeah, for us, it's kind of a natural next step in our networking efforts or so. So we have already a lot of local networks, partnerships, also national. We have some partnerships, and now this is just a next step in having this valuable global network. So we also closely relate to the values of WGIC. And looking at these committees, we also closely relate to the data committee, the DEI committee, and the funding and sustainability committee. So it was a natural next step. Yeah.
Fabulous. We really welcome your contributions to the committees. My last question to you, Babs, is that the geospatial industry is itself witnessing a rapid change, with all the systems becoming more agile, complex, and interconnected, right? So what do you envisage for an industry body like WGIC moving forward in making a more meaningful impact on the ecosystem?
We are in a complex world, right? And so let's navigate this complexity together. That's a bit the idea, with open collaboration, inspiration, responsible AI practices, because that will also become a challenge, transparent data practices, and if possible, focusing on sustainability and societal value. So and I repeat my statement, or that we, every location has a story, and we bring it to life, and let's do that together. That's actually the idea. Yeah.
Fantastic. That makes more meaningful for the ecosystem, for the company as well. Thank you so much for this conversation, Babs.
You're welcome.
This has been Horizons by WGIC. Like, subscribe, and share to help us spread insightful geospatial conversations.